How's it going, lads? Marshall here. Bonjour, mon ami. Je m'appelle Marshall. Welcome to the review tonight on Flashback POGBA. Yes, we've got the Frenchman himself. 90 rated from Juventus. Of course, it's not Piemonte Calcio this year. Actually, Juventus in the game. So we're going to see what he's like today. Brand new SPC. Came out tonight. And I want to kind of see if he's worth the coins, you know. You're going to see a lot about whether he is worth the coins, whether he isn't worth the coins, and I'm going to give you my opinion today. So if you guys enjoy, please leave a like on the video, drop a comment. I want to hear your thoughts. It's all about other opinions in the community. I can give mine, but I also want to hear yours. That's the whole point of why I do reviews. I want to create a discussion. Now, Paul Pogba's got the height and medium work rates. He's 5-star skills, 4-star weak foot, 6'3", and his stats look pretty decent, to be fair. Now, depending on what role you want to put him in, see if like you want him as like a secondary CDM, almost like defensive. Shadow Chem style would probably be your one for this card, but personally, engine. Why engine? Because obviously he's 6'3", so he's going to be a bit of a unit in game. He's going to be tall, he's going to be strong, powerful. Look at that, aggression 89, strength 95, and you want him to try and be as fluid as possible. So I want to increase the acceleration. I want to increase the agility, the balance. It's a welcome bonus, getting that to 88. But that's what I want to increase. So engine is the chem style wins. Acceleration 78. I think in the centre mid role, acceleration is more important than sprint speed. So I would like to see that a little bit higher. But in game, he covers ground not too bad, to be fair. So you'll see that once we're in the gameplay. 83 sprint speed as well. Shooting wise, great stats in there, apart from the actual finishing. He's got shot power 96, long shots 89, Marshall 89, volleys as well, Marshall 89, and passing, truly phenomenal. In terms of dribble, his agility's lowish, but not too low, 82, 80 balance as well, great ball control 92, dribble at 93, defensive attributes, he's got the tackle and head and accuracy, 90 jump and 95 strength, a good stamina of 86, and 89 aggression. That's sort of player traits. He's prone to injuries. He's got the flare outside of foot shot. Now, outside of foot shots could well be key, because you guys know how good Travellas are in this game. So if you're going to start him centre mid, start him on the right-hand side of the centre midfields. Either partnership, trio, whatever you want to call it. And that is exactly what we did today, as we played the 4-3-3, the base version. Had 3 centre mids. With that being said, let's have a look at the gameplay. So here we go, lads, into the gameplay. By the way, price-wise, he's coming in at 575. Go and take 30k up or 30k down. That is, I'd say the market value, but obviously he's not on the market. But if you were to purchase each and every single SPC item or card to go into the SPCs, that is how much it would cost. Now, this is the first game with Pogba, and he kind of ran riot. In that midfield, he's very dominant. He's got a presence about him. Obviously, in my midfield, you see Timothy Modric, Hullit's back there somewhere. And who's there heading the ball in the back of the net? It's Paul Pogba, of course. Now, that is the way I've got the midfield set out. I've got Hullit's kind of stay back a little bit. Pogba's got the freedom to go forward, so is Luka Modric. And when you've got kind of this dynamic, so to speak, if I get Modric on the left-hand side, Pogba's bursting the box on the right-hand side. With his heights, with his aerial presence, he's got 90 jumping at 6'3", 95 in accuracy as well. All they need to do is kind of nail on the cross. Dude, look at that Travella shot, by the way. Jeez. There's actually no backlift on that as well. You'll see on the replay too. Yeah, but all I need to do is lift the cross, bang, back of the net. Happy days, good times all rounds. That strike, the keeper's got no chance. I think he's got Bono in nets. And even if it was a musician, he's still got no chance. He's not getting that whatsoever. Great attempt by Paul Pogba. And I just had to show the replay in there just to show how far away from the keeper it was. Because it was a cracking effort. So in terms of pros, you see on the left-hand side, the same with the cons. We're going to read through the pros first. The first one is power. Like I say, it's not to be like confused with shot power. It's his raw power, presence, and his capabilities in the midfield. He can kind of run the show from that position, which not too many players on this game can actually do. Obviously, you've got like Vieira's, your Hullits, yeah, trying to think the Jude Bellinghams team. Yeah, I do want to try that card out. We've got all these kind of midfielders with a presence. Paul Pogba's got the presence in midfield. Nice piece of skill there with the flip-flap, I think it was. Good attempt and a good save from the goalkeeper. I wasn't really scoring too many on his left foot. That's not to say it's bad. He's got an absolute banger with his left foot. I think this is it as well. But the areas I was getting into inside the box where I had a certain angle, it's like the finishing came into play. It wasn't that great when I did get around those areas. Outside the box, dude, it came second nature to the lad. Look at this. Lovely play. And this is a left peg into the side of the net. No keeper stopping that in this game. Cracking finish there by Paul Pogba, and that is on his weak foot. So the rest of the pros, ball control. He's got brilliant ball control. You can control it in an instant, and you can kind of do what you want on the ball. And so it's in control when you do the 5-star skills as well. The only thing I will say about the ball control being brilliant is the lack of speed with the dribbling. I know this is going to be kind of an issue with some players. I think some animations with Paul Pogba seem quite slow. Now, I'm not saying his dribbling is too slow. I mean, you've seen it there. You do a step over, burst past an opponent, and you can't catch him. But sometimes it's like, I couldn't even like pinpoint back in the footage where I was like, that animation should be a little bit quicker. But yeah, rest assured, sometimes it's a little bit slow. So if you're expecting like an ultra agile Paul Pogba, it's not exactly going to be that. He's got adequate agility, good agility almost for the midfield position, but he's not going to be a ballerina. You know what I'm saying? That's basically what I'm trying to say. His passing is truly phenomenal. Obviously, he's got the 5-star skills, 4-star weak foot, and his shot power. He can blast them like the best of them on this game. He's got a cracking strike on the lads. That one straight the keeper, sapped in on the rebounds by Vasquez. I think they had Vasquez in the team. Anyways, the one remaining con with this card is his defensive position. And I think this is always going to be... I think it's not just because of his defensive awareness either. I'm seeing it there, and I know someone's going to pick up on that 70 defensive awareness. You just looked at his stats. In-game, he... sometimes defensively, he's not there. Now, obviously, I've got Hullet sitting back. I don't have Pogba sitting back. But he doesn't like... It's all about positions like easily intercept, isn't it? It's not like he's in those kind of roles. And that is why, personally, I think his defensive position is quite poor. But with that being said, cracking card, cracking player. Let's get into the summary. Right, into the summary we go. And I've got... how many minutes? I've got... where? That's 18 minutes. I'm not going to be here for 18 minutes. I've got 18 minutes to do the outro because Newcastle are playing Southampton tonight. Semi-final of the League Cup. We're in a semi-final. But anyways, guys, Paul Pogba. How was he? Well, as you can see there, he scored 5 goals in 3 games with the 2 assists. Very effective in the midfield role. I didn't play him as like a ram to kind of try and stab at him. And like I say, like with goals and assists, it doesn't mean too much. You know what I'm saying? If the player's performing and getting in those areas, happy days. The opponent could be on an off day, you know what I'm saying? And I could score like 7 in 1 game. It might not happen, but it could happen. So I don't always go off goals and assists. I go off the overall contributions for the team and how he felt in game. Because I think that's when you can get the best kind of, I don't know, look at a player. I can look at his stats, right, and think, hey, you'll be good in this area, that area. Sometimes in game, it feels a little bit different. And it just is what it is. The players have different body types, different abilities, you know what I'm saying? So in-game is where you get the real feel for them. And I think I got that for Paul Pogba today. He's an incredible player. I think the main talking point will come down to his price, right? Roughly 575 at the time of me recording this bit. We'll talk about that a little bit more once we do get the value for coins. But if you compare him to, like, I don't know. Who would you actually compare him to? Would you compare him to, like, mid-Hullets? Obviously, he's got the... By the way, in terms of in-game stats, I've seen a tweet on Twitter, surprisingly enough, and it was comparing, right, the... I'm not going to find it. It was comparing the overall stats, like the total stats of the cards, Paul Pogba, and I think he's got more in-game stats than Zinedine Zidane and Foot Heroes Yaya Toure. So read into that what you wish. I never say it's about total stats. I don't think it should ever be about total stats because if you've got stats in the right areas, you should be a good player. If you've got stats spread out across all over the board for, say, a right wing or something like that, or a right back, it's not exactly going to translate over in a game to be an absolute insane player. You need to have the qualities in every area. But if you like total in-game stats, he's got more than Zinedine Zidane. He's 94. And... who would I say? Yaya Toure Foot Heroes as well. The World Cup version. So my overall rating, right? Because I reckon Pogba's brilliant on this game. He provides a brilliant service as well. I don't think it's a necessity to teams though. That's a weird one, isn't it? A necessity. But say if you're happy with your midfields, your French midfield, your Serie A midfield, your midfield in general, I think Pogba, maybe he's out for a while. Just wait, get more fodder, and then potentially just like chip away at the card. Do little bits of SBC at a time. But I wouldn't rush to do this one. But overall rating for myself will be a 9.2. Very good in his role. Very dynamic in his role. And he brings a presence. Which, again, not too many players on FIFA bring that midfield presence. But Paul Pogba definitely does. And That's definitely to be commended about the cards. And the other thing about it, and I'm just getting it up on my screen, the value for coins of the card, right? You're talking 575. I do see the value there with this caliber of player. But also I see the counter argument where it's like, dude, that's a lot of coins for an SBC. So mine will be an 8.2. I'm giving him an 8.2 for value for coins. I think that's fair. I mean, he's a great player. And if you get him, you'll enjoy him. Simple as peas. But, again, it goes back to that necessity thing. I don't think it's a necessity. But, guys, it's going to be the review for Paul Pogba tonight. Flashback Paul Pogba. Let me know in the comments if you'll get into your team. And if he does, let me know your thoughts on the card. And even if he doesn't, let me know your thinking behind why you wouldn't do the SBC. But thank you very much for watching tonight. Hopefully, anyways, like, comment, subscribe. I'm off to watch Southampton versus Newcastle. I hope I win. It's a semi-final. I haven't been a semi-final in about, I'm going to say 1999. I think that was the last semi-final I got to. But guys, thank you very much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and catch you in the next one.